Well, you had your own case over a Columbia student that accused you of something from, what, 20 years ago or so?
30 years ago.
30 years
94.
ago.
Yeah.
What exactly was she accusing you
of? Sexual assault, same as Diddy, all that. And I, immediately, like everything, you get split. This is the game of life, just like sports. Mm-hmm. You never walk into any stadium ever and everyone's cheering you. Mm-hmm. But also, everyone's never all booing you. So I'm used to this from hello. People gonna ride with you, people gonna ride against you immediately as soon as it gets out there, once it's in the ether. So I'm like, all right, this is wild. Cause my boy texted me. I was in the Bahamas. I was on vacation somewhere. And I'm like, what? He all he texted me was an article. He said, the downside of fame. And it's one of my best friends. And I read it and I was like, it was like out of body at first. So immediately I went to do my show and I literally talked about that beat by beat, like for an hour, just saying, this is what happened. To give it to you in short, because no one's gonna read the whole 47-page lawsuit, I had to. And I also have my own record from 1994, which has my statements and her statements.
Oh, so there was a police report or something?
No, she didn't go to police. No.
So it was a complaint?
Just a school to the dean.
A school complaint. Okay, got it.
So now she went to the school and told her version, and I'm going to give it to you as short as I can so you can digest it. Mm-hmm. I was invited, this is her statement. I'm invited over at 3 a.m. I spend the night to 10:15. This is her statement in 94. Marcellus left the room not knowing he did anything to me because didn't do anything to her. The people still like suspicious, right? Oh, no, I don't know Marcellus. This is her statement. I invite him back over and he comes back over a couple of weeks later. So Columbia hears this whole thing in depth, not way more than that, but basically in a secure dorm at 3 a.m, paper thin walls with no complaint ever from anybody, you let someone spend the night that you said assaulted you? And in our school, you got to sign in, sign out, security right there. You don't get your ID back until the person gives you permission. And then, okay, we hear you. We can hear you. He's over there 7-8 hours and he did what? Why'd you invite him back? So I know I didn't do anything. That's why I'm talking about it right here. Like I don't hide from shit because that's how you lose your freedom. That's how you lose your essence. That's how you lose your just to be able to walk around and keep your confidence and keep your head up. So I'm always going to break it down. So I was like, what? So that's 94. That's what she said. You know what she said in 2023, 2024? Oh, multiple assaults and rapes and then he did all this stuff and it makes it seem like, so the headline comes out, Marcellus Wiley. And then if you read 2 sentences, you read that, I can't believe Marcellus. I'm like, are y'all kidding me? Columbia football is not big, y'all. I was not even that good the year this was allegedly happening. They don't protect football because they make billions by being an academic institution. They gave a damn about me as a football player. So she's basically on the money grab to bring Columbia into this, use my name for
the notoriety. Oh, she tried to sue Columbia also?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There's 3 defendants and 2 of them ain't me.
Okay.
It's Columbia trustees, because come on, you can't, and then me. Where's the criminal charges? Where's the criminal investigation? Where's the police report? You did none of that. You know why? She had no evidence. I literally just went over a girl's house a dorm that I was flirting with. She had a boyfriend. We spent the night, didn't even have sex. Come on, man, I'm really getting torched on some BS. And I don't have any ill feelings towards the fact that this is out, because it's really freedom. The people who knew back then made their judgments. And I almost want her to have to really let this out, and we have to go through litigation. You want to know why? Because I want the world to hear, because this is happening a lot. Innocent victims. I end up becoming innocent. I become the innocent, because I ain't do shit. I want the world to hear some woman have to stand up, testify, and lie. Because there's no way she can reconcile what she said in 94 happened with what she said happened in this allegation 30 years later.
So is this thing done or is it still ongoing?
It's still ongoing.
Really?
Yeah, I talk that shit.
So you have to keep spending lawyer money on this.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, look, she made her claims, and then it's mediation. We'll see. And look, I'm with Columbia, so like, it's a lot of money because Columbia's involved.
Right, but you need your own lawyer, though.
Oh,
right?
I do. I got
yeah,
my.
that's what I'm saying.
I got Diddy's lawyer.
There's the Columbia has its lawyers, and you're going to have your own lawyer to protect yourself.
I did.
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's
No,
tough.
no. It's not tough, man. Don't. No poor Marcellus. I got bullshit. I got lied on. The only thing that's tough is not for me. It's for my son. I named my son Marcellus Vernon Wiley Jr. Namesake. He has to Google his name, and if you don't hit Junior, you go Marcellus Vernon Wiley. One day he gonna hear his dad. One day he's gonna see his name in that light. The rest, but that's why I gotta fight that light with the truth, which is, and I got the receipt. It's so crazy. I have a record of someone saying he did nothing, and then 30 years later, because it's advantageous, he did this. So I'll look, the money, either you pay it or you OJ it, as you said. Let me see. Look, either you pay it and it's just money, but she stole my son's name in this respect, and that's why I want to make her pay.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Is she a Jane Doe, or she actually put her name out there?
Oh, she put her name out there.
Yeah, see, because a lot of times, like, for example, Diddy managed to get one of the Jane Does to have to admit their actual names.
Yeah.
I feel this is one of the worst laws in America.
Yeah, it
because
is.
someone could sue you as a Jane Doe or a John Doe. You get dragged through the mud, and if they lose or it gets thrown out like it usually does, no repercussions.
Yeah.
And they want to say, oh, well, these powerful men and women out there, they could ruin their lives if their names are made public. Well, then in that case, you should have to sue someone with the other person's name being anonymous as well.
Yeah.
2 anonymous lawsuits.
Yeah.
Either make everyone anonymous or make everyone public. Like, the fact that one is anonymous, one is public, is crazy to me.
Yeah, it is crazy. But I understand why they do that, because there are real instances where the power at play and that disparity, like this person versus this person, you got to protect this person. But this ain't my situation. So like you said, it shouldn't be absolute. But I do know instances where I'm like, yeah, protect that motherfucker. Because if going against that, it's a whole different animal. But I say it and I say it again. All victims should be heard, but all women ain't victims. And so there have been too many instances where I think court of public opinion, we sitting there like, dog, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But who goes through this? I did not raise my hand to get my name dragged through the mud. But since we in this game and it's already out there, let's clean this name off. Remember Duke LaCrosse at first? Everybody was killing him. Duke LaCrosse, killing him. Then it was like, oh, my bad. She lied. Trevor Bauer. Yep. So there are instances where you're like, oh, shit, I got that instance right now. So that's why, Vlad, I might do a little to gain a lot and hopefully protect my son's name.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the Diddy lawsuit, the Lil Rod lawsuit, from what I understand, the lawyer who's representing him has done a whole bunch of lawsuits like this. And he's basically, he's having to go through hearings himself, the lawyer, because he has a history of trying to circumvent the law by creating these outrageous lawsuits with all these, like, details that a lot of times are probably not true in order to shame the person to just settle.
Come on.
Look, I read through the Lil Rod lawsuit. Some of it was so ridiculous. They're like, Lil Rod claims that Diddy promised to give him his $20 million Miami house if he produced his album. Really? Really? An album that Diddy knows no one's going to buy. Right. It's not like Diddy's going to be number one on the charts. Yeah. He's Diddy. He's an older semi-artist that's putting out a project. Yeah. He's not going to give one of his homes away to this guy for making a few tracks.
No. Look. Mine says this. He assaulted me, but we had a full night's sleep. Like, no alarm. She's literally, and then invited me over. I come back over and hang out again. And that was the first time I was like, she acting weird, right? And she was acting weird, not because of what we did. She acted weird because I messed with her friend. Oh. Come on. This shit is silly. And that's why, like most people punk out in this moment. And I have punked out before on settlements. I'm like, this fucker gonna say this, I don't have so much stuff made up on me before. I'm like, and they like, settle it. This one didn't offer me the settlement because of Columbia. They're like, why offer Marcellus a settlement with his little $5 million a year making ass when someone got $50 billion?
Yeah.
So they like, we going in. I'm like, well then if we going in, let's go. Because there's nothing that they can stand on. The only thing they can stand on is the same squeeze play. Columbia like, man, get this shit out of my face. And that's the only thing.